All right, so you have received your hotspot. You're gonna turn it on, and we're gonna set it up for the very first time. So once you plug it into the power, things fired up, and the best way to set it up is go look for your Wi-Fi's, and there will be a network called WPSD Setup. If I have done any type of initial setup, the network should be called WPSD. And then we're going to open our browser and we're going to go to our hotspot via wireless. Remember that right now, that radio hotspot is not connected to the internet. So this is what um, it may look like if we connect to it. We're going to hit on this side settings and then configuration. So we're going to go to the initial page. We're going to keep this host name as WPSD. This is where you're going to put your call sign, and I'm going to enter mine, W4TAB, and you will see that it will change my DMR ID. That is something that I already got from registering for a DMR ID. We'll cover that in another video, but it has a database built in, so it will come up automatically. This is the general settings for the radio. I have a simplex hotspot. This is the frequencies. I could change this here manually if I want to. Just an example. Radio modem. Here, we're going to go and select a generic MMDVM hotspot hat for a Raspberry Pi. So that's the one we are selecting. The modem, we're not going to change anything. The rate, the baud rate, the modem rate should be 115200. Our time zone is for New York. Everything else, we're going to leave the same. We can come back and set this up at a later time. I am not going to enable this APRS to set up our location, not quite yet. And this initial setup is going to be for DMR. So I am going to turn on the slider, and I'm going to leave this as the DMR Brandmeister network as the main network. These are sliders to set up cross modes. We're not going to do this just quite yet for this initial setup. If you want your hotspot to send a CWID, just like public repeaters normally do, we can set it up for every 60 minutes. The MMDVM display, that's the screen on your hotspot. That is the OLED Type 3. And that is going to scroll down. We're going to leave all these other settings the way they are. So we're going to hit Apply Changes. And your hotspot, and we'll fast forward this, and it's done. So now I can go back down here. Now that I turn on that DMR, you'll see there is a whole section here, DMR configurations. And what server? You can pick either one, normally in the United States. Your Brandmeister Hot Security. This is the passkey or the security password for Brandmeister that you have to set up and configure on the Brandmeister self-care website. So I have one. I will set it up here in a minute. I only have one hotspot, so I don't have to put anything in addition to my call sign. We're going to enable this network. We are going to use Brandmeister. And that's it. If you want to set up any other networks, I am going to, this slider, I'm not going to use any custom networks. I'm going to turn that off, but I do want to use TGIF as well. So same thing, just like Brandmeister, the security key, it needs to be set up on the self-care website on the TGIF network website. You can copy and paste. You will get your own key. I am not going to connect to XLX. If you want to or you choose to, you could. Your DMR color code. This is almost like a PL tone. So only you can use your hotspot. You can select up to 15 different color codes. The default is 1. This is something that you will need to add onto your radio once you program the code plug. And that is it on this settings. So we're going to save those settings. All right, this is saved. So now all the settings are good to go. The next thing I need to do is connect this hotspot to the internet. And the way to do this is we're going to go to Advanced. Actually, we're going to go to Configurations. Let's look at the dashboard. We go to Admin. On this admin page, you will see there's Wi-Fi. So we're going to hit Wi-Fi, and you'll see that there is a network already. We have one here connected. I'm going to ask it to forget this network, but all you have to do is scan for networks, and your hotspot is going to scan for Wi-Fi networks around you. If you're going to connect your hotspot to your cell phone, you need to make sure that your cell phone is on data sharing or hotspot mode, and your phone name will be here on this list. You'll have to enter a passcode, and once it's active, it will show up on this page. Right now, this says that it's not connected because I just didn't. So I'm going to scan for a network. I'll show you what this looks like. Right now, I am at home. So I am going to connect to this Chavez guest. And our password is Nachito Dog. That's our dog. So that's our passcode for the day. I'm going to hit join. All right, so something I noticed is that once you select a network to connect to, your computer may disconnect from WPSD. So you just need to make sure that you reconnect to WPSD. And here you'll see that there is an IP address. So I am going to copy this IP address, and I am going to connect to my home network. So now I'm connected to the network, and I can just type or paste that IP address where the router is, and I can see the status of my current dashboard. So I can see that this is on time slot number 2. There's my DMR ID, color code 1, and it's trying to connect to Brandmeister and TGIF. Clearly, things seem to be working. Right now, the hotspot is all set and ready to go. Most of the things that you have to do is set up on your code plug on your radio, and you should be in business.